That is my idea of a holiday look. I have to chase my skin. Oh, too funny. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As usual, I have two eyeshadow looks. There were multiple eyeshadow looks that I created in this video using the Ethereal Moonlight Palette. When I talked about this palette in the live stream, everybody was asking me to use the blue for something other than eyeliner, and I did. And I had so much fun. So I hope that you stick with me. If you are new here, my name is Julie Meikle. I'm 53 years old. I'm a professional makeup artist, a licensed hairstylist. I dip into fashion a little bit, and I hopefully will inspire you to keep playing with makeup. Makeup is art therapy. I have a community of women that join me in my live chats, and I love that. Everybody talks with each other. We're all becoming friends, and I would love for you to join those as well. And for all of you that are returning, thank you so much. I love our community. All right, let's jump into this. I'm so excited. I am going to use the blue in my eyeshadow look, not just as an eyeliner, because it was highly requested in my live streams. Let's just swatch this. What am I going to do with this? Should I be a good YouTuber and swatch the colors? I think I will. I never know how to read these. Is it from this way to this way or this way to this way? I'm so excited. I got a magnifying glass. I think this is going to make my life so much easier. EM1, so Eternal Moonlight 1, Eternal Moonlight 2, Eternal Moonlight 3, EM4. Let's make this a better swatch. EM5, EM6, EM7, looks like more of a topper, EM8, EM9, EM10, EM11, and EM12. I'm going to build this palette up like I normally do. So I'm going to show you a daytime look and then I'll build up from there. Let's say you have to get ready in the morning and you have a party to go to at night. That's the idea of this video. It's a real life kind of thing. I'm going to start off my eyeshadow look with Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC Cosmetics. By the way, I already have my foundation on and I chose to use the Illuminance foundation by Revlon. Really, really pretty. That is my favorite foundation from the drugstore. And I do find it lasts. It dries down nicely. I do find that the warmth of my finger allows me to spread it out better than if I were to use it with a brush. Oh, I can see my little hole from my eyebrow mishap. Let me fix this. This is going to drive me crazy. Better. All right, let's get into this. I'm excited. So first off, I'm going to go into this one right here, which I believe is EM4, the lighter one. I'm just dusting that all over. I'll do a warm side and a cool side like I did in my last video. If you haven't seen that video, I thought it was pretty good. I did two different eye looks from day to night using the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette, and I'm going to do the same with this one. First I used this one, now I'm going to use this one. Starting in the crease, circular motions, and blending. They are super easy to blend. I actually dipped back into that same color and I'm building it up in the crease and I'm bringing it right in here. Now there's not much left on my brush, so I'm going to wiggle it up. That's pretty. I could put mascara on and leave it here if I wanted to. Same thing, I'm gonna tap into that same color and use it for my outer corner. I'm gonna use a BK Beauty 204. I'm using the same color and putting it underneath my lash line. That will be my eyeliner. Soft, subtle, perfect daytime look, nighttime look, whatever. I don't believe in rules, you know that. I'm going to use a Rephr 02. This is flat and dense, but it has more of a space compared to this one. And I'm going to go back into this first color, making that nice and light. And I can do the same thing under the brow. I don't want to put mascara on because I want to build this up, but I will curl my lashes one more time and show you what it looks like, just to give you an idea. Let's pretend that's mascara, and this is the first look. I'm going to put a little twist to it. Using the same color, I'm going to do a halo eye. So what that means is I'm going to leave this lightness in the center, and I'm going to create depth here. What it will do is round out my eye, and I don't really need that. because I have very round eyes to begin with. It's not a necessity anyways. It's a fun way to change things up without getting too dramatic with color. With this color again, I'm gonna lighten the center. So kind of bringing that lightness up a little bit. Let me fill this area in a little bit more. And this ever so slightly up. And I can drag this down a little bit more. Going into this color, using the same brush, again, this is the E25, and I'm just gonna build up this corner, make it more dramatic. So you can really see the difference between the light and the dark. Circular motions, and I'm just slowly working it up. I think what I'm gonna do first is use whatever's left on my brush and go into the inner corner. I don't want this as dark, but I do want to deepen it up. It's creating the same tone, but not quite as deep as this one. Using the same BK Beauty brush, dipping into the darker color now. Outer corner. And connecting the two. Maybe even a little bit here, but not too much. I'm going to use the Refer 12. And I'm using this because it has a point, but if I press hard, it will create more like a spread. And I want to soften this line here without it getting all over the place. Did it take some off? It might have taken some off. Hold on. I might have pressed too hard. Oh no, that's okay. Blend, build, blend, build. Now I'm going to use one of these shiny ones. Is that going to go? This has a little bit of an opalescence to it, I find. Like it's got a hint of blue. I don't know if you can see that. Like it's kind of icy. I'm going to go into this color now. Let's see the difference. Yeah, that one's so pretty. They're very, very subtle. I feel like I want to use this one. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. So I'm going to just put that right at the center where that light color is. What I find with Makeup by Mario's shimmers, they don't have a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have the emulsioncy that really gets it to stick and stay. And I found that with the last palette as well. With that in mind, I would like to put something on that makes this adhere to my skin better. Like it's there, but with previous applications throughout the day, I could see some flecks, and I can still see some flecks just by doing that. This is close by. And I'm gonna try it. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. I don't know if they still have this or not. It is a primer and it's supposed to be a little bit sticky, and it's sitting beside me, so that's why I'm using it. I should have done it before, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Place it right down the center, and I'm not gonna go up here. That's on one side of the brush. Now I'm gonna turn it around and let's see what happens. Oh yeah, okay, so that is much more visible. Do you see the difference? Now it's got something to grip to. That looks better to me, and that feels like it's gonna stay. And I don't mind that a little bit of glitter got up here, a little bit of shimmer. It's an elegant shimmer. It's not like chunky glitter. Perfect for mature skin, or any skin for that matter. To build this up even more, I'm gonna go into this color right here. And again, you could stop here or we could keep going, and I'm gonna keep going. With my Refer 23 brush, it has a nice detailed point to it. And let me just build this up. I just have a tiny bit to clean up, a little bit there. Yeah, I feel like that looks better. I used the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in my last video, and I remember why I liked it so much, so I'm gonna use it again. If I'm being honest, these are not my favorite colors on me. I think I'm gonna like playing with the grays and well, I'll show you. On my skin, I feel like this looks a little bit dull. Yeah, I really like this mascara. Funny how we forget, eh? This little mark right there, by the way, is from me using hot wax and doing it myself. It's a little injury, not the eyeshadow. I want to try something because this feels a little bit dull to me with my skin coloring the way it is, although I know it's pretty. I want to add a little bit of this color. It's kind of, I want to say it's a little bit on the rose side or mauve side. This is a Rephr 15 going into that color. I want to see if I can warm that up just a little bit. I don't think it did much. I'm gonna cheat up my outer corner there a little bit. Something that's throwing me off is this lipstick. I probably wouldn't choose this lipstick with this eye. I will change that out eventually. I wanted to start this video with something on my lips though. Going in with this same color that I used on the other eye with the Rephr 15. Let me make sure that there's no creasing. I feel a little bit more comfortable with this one. It's a cool neutral. How would you describe it? I'm gonna go right ahead and build it up with this color with the Rephr 01. This brush, see how it's a little bit flatter and then wider? I'm gonna use the flat side, this side right here. I'm gonna tap a little bit off on my hand. I might bring this all over the lid. Since it's fluffy, it's not gonna deposit really heavy unless I didn't tap it off, but because I tapped it off, it's really giving me a nice little dusting of it. Very often I will leave this area light, but you don't have to do that. You can just do a nice wash of whatever color you want to use all over the lid. That's easy and it can create a beautiful look. I feel like it's a little patchy on me, but it could be because I let that soft ochre sit a little bit without setting it. With that same color, I'm going to use a Rephr 02, and I'm just going to use the tip of it and really get into the lash line here. Make sure that there's no bare skin. So I'm building it from dark to light, and then whatever's left on my brush, I'm not going to re-dip it right now. We'll see how this goes. Just going to wiggle it up. I think that's pretty and very classy. Without doing anything else, let's put some mascara on and see what happens. I like that. I think that looks so pretty, just like that. Maybe a little bit of mascara on the bottom, but not too much. I need to do that more often. But I'm not gonna stop there. We shall build. I wish I hadn't put mascara on because it's gonna be hard to work around, but I'm glad I did because I think this looks really pretty. Okay, so going into this color now, wish me luck. I wanna have control over this color, so I am going to use an Angie Hot and Flashy A504. The reason I'm using this is because it's quite petite compared to this brush. So I'll have a lot more control over this one. And there is the blue. I'm gonna start off on this outer corner. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm just starting off in the outer corner because it's the safest place to start. If I don't like it, I can easily blend it out and hide it. Circular motions, wiggling that around the crease to hopefully blend it out without too much difficulty. I'm having a little bit of difficulty. Building up again. And now whatever's left on my brush, let's just bring it over, see what happens. I have to chase my skin. Oh, too funny. Come back. I'm gonna build it up again. Let's continue. I'm gonna dip into this color and this color, back and forth, tap it on my hand, build this up a little bit. Adding that lighter color should make this easier and more transitional, and not so obvious where the stop and start is. Why am I struggling? Is it just because I have older skin? Or is it the MAC paint pot not being set? Or is it just the fact that it's a darker color and it's like not as easy to blend? This looks great. This outer corner I feel like I'm gonna have to do this again with a different prep to see if it's the eyeshadow or if it's the prep or if it's my eye. I'm gonna go back into this color here and a little bit of this color. I'm cross-contaminating. Let me just see if I can fill that. Oh yeah, see, that worked. Huh, interesting. I wonder if it's just that darker color. That looks better. Well, I fixed that, yay. And that looks good, I like that. This brush is empty. This is a Revlon 27, and I'm gonna run it along the edges here. Wanna soften up any lines, and we'll see if any color gets removed. I feel like that looks good, and I really don't have any fallout there. I'm gonna go back into this lighter color and go right under my brow, clean that up as best I can. I think as we age, we have to understand that not everything is gonna look flawless. I have lumps and bumps, and I feel like I do have a really pretty application. If I'm really picky, I can see some differences right around here. I'm gonna put something light here anyway. I'm not too worried about that. All in all, I feel like I'd be happy to go out like this. I had sparkle in my hand, and now it's up here. What do you guys think? I definitely need another coat of mascara, but I'm gonna go in with a sparkle, and I think I'm gonna go in with this color. This is so pretty too, but I wanna try that on this side almost. I've learned my lessons, so back in with the primer, which is meant for the face, but I'm using it for my eyes. Rules are meant to be broken. It's gonna look pretty over the dark. I kind of wanna make this even darker so that you can really see the pop of glitter. I just went back in with that blue with my finger. Dust that out a little bit. Tapping the primer on where I want it to really land and stick. Ever so slightly so it doesn't move the blue. Oh, happy days. So pretty, so pretty. I'm gonna use this brush and dip right into that light color just to get right into the nook, right into the, yeah, that's better. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I'd like to tell you the reasons why I use different brushes. This one is a concealer brush, really, or it can be like a cream eyeshadow brush, or it can be used for what I just used it for. It's nice and flat. It has a very detailed point. It allows me to get right in the corner there without making a mess. That is my idea of a holiday look. You see the difference when I apply that light color that looks like it's a white onto a dark base versus onto a light base. Like, let me show you just a second. That's what it looks like without that dark base. It looks like a completely different color. Let me put another coat of mascara on. Yeah, that makes a difference even with the second coat of mascara. I may want to show you what this looks like built up too. Is this video going to be far too long for you? Let me know in the comments if you like me to continue going with the eye looks. If you totally get bored, let me know either way. I can make them shorter in like part 1, part 2 kind of thing. I'm going to dip these two colors. I like that blend. I don't know if I want to go down too far because I'm liking this. Even though it's dramatic, it looks clean. Am I lying to myself? Maybe. So this thin brush is allowing me to keep it nice and tight. I do have a choice of going really smoky, but I feel like this is a very wearable, dramatic look for a holiday look or evening out. And I do have a choice of cleaning this up and putting a light color in there as I often do, or I could use a blue liner in there or a dark black or a black. I lick my Q-tip before I clean up my inner rim there so that I don't get fuzzies. And it's my spit and it's my eyeball. I would never do this to anybody else. Let me see how we can build this one up now. Let's go little by little. I'm gonna use a Revlon 14. Is that gonna be too fluffy? No, I don't think so. Going in with that darker brown, the rich color, and let's see how we can build here. I could actually bring this in much further and then show you what the sparkle looks like mixed in with that. Oh, that's really pretty. Look at, I don't even lose the sparkle. It just blends in with each other. becomes like a bronze shimmer. See, no rules. Just follow your joy. Follow what feels good. I'm going to use this BK Beauty brush again, dip it into the black, and let's really focus it on the lash line first, see what happens. And then shadowing that out. The black is on this brush as well, but very, very light, just to blend the two. Let's add more. Going back to that chocolate neutral brown, back to the black. The idea is you don't want to see where the stop and the start is. And then whatever's left on my brush, gonna bring it in. This side, I put the sparkle right into the inner corner. Maybe this time I'll do that gold, the EM6 with some primer, just right there. And I'm gonna use my finger. It looks scary, right? It looks like it's really dark. And it is fairly dark, especially for people that maybe aren't used to wearing makeup. But when you add that sparkle, it lightens it right back up again. This hasn't taken me that long. I wonder how long I've been filming. Like, I didn't have to wash my makeup off from a daytime look to end up with these dramatic looks. That's the whole fun of it. Sitting down and playing with your makeup when you don't have a place to go is one of the best things. For me, it's like my art therapy, but it really gives me an opportunity to see what makeup does. And I don't have the stress of getting ready to go out. If it doesn't work out, it's okay. I'm just gonna wash it off anyway. But now I know what this looks like for the next time. If I wanna go out, I have this idea in my head of how to recreate this look, and I could do it very quickly without the stress. All right, let me clean up my face and I'll be right back. That was so much fun for me. I hope it was for you too. If you don't like this format of building slowly and then working up to a dramatic look, let me know. It's important to me that you enjoy these videos and that you're getting something out of it and learning. So let me know what you want to see and if you would like to see any changes. Creating multiple looks with one palette is so much fun for me, and I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you haven't subscribed already and you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos, share with all your friends, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!